Close your eyes. Are they closed? Good. Now imagine keeping them closed for 5 seconds. Can't see, can't see. 10 seconds? Can't see, can't see. Keep them closed for a minute. Can't see, can't see, can't see. An hour. Can't see. 2 hours. Can't see. 10 hours. Half a day. Can't see. A week. Can't see. Another week. Can't see. A month. Not easy, is it? Uncomfortable. You can't see. But lucky for you, amazing songs are entering your head from somewhere. You can hear them. So you look for a pen. Can't see, can't see. Someone hands one to you. You hope that's a pen. And leads your hand to some paper. And you begin to write. Can't see, can't see. In the darkness that is your life, you start writing down these songs. You call one a fool for you. Can't see. You write another called A Place in the Sun. Can't see. You write another called All Day, Sucker. And you want to write more and more songs, not all starting with A. Also some start with B, C, D throughout the alphabet. How do you do this when you can't see? And the reason you can't see, you're told, is because you were born 6 weeks premature, which, along with the oxygen-rich atmosphere in the hospital incubator, resulted in retinopathy of prematurity, a condition in which the growth of the eyes is aborted and causes the retinas to detach. So you became blind as your parents named you Stevie Wonder. You became blind. Or did you? Now open your eyes. Hi, I'm Dr. Rich, and welcome to another edition of Hi, I'm Dr. Rich, or am I? Tonight, we're going to go somewhere that nobody else will go, ask something that nobody else will ask. And I direct this next question, this only question, this vital question to you, your family, your God, and the world. Do Stevie Wonder's vision happen? I didn't want to tackle this subject, but I got millions and millions of callers, emails, people on the street asking me to address it. I didn't know the scope of the people out there who wanted me to do that. I mean Stevie, my man, Superstition, Sign, Seal, Deliver. Jamie Foxx won an Oscar. Why would he fake it? That he can't see. And why would anyone believe it? How would he pull it off? Where's the proof, as they said in the old Wendy's ad? I know some of you are calling me crazy right now. And usually on this show I save the most compelling footage for the end. It's a technique. But tonight, in order to make sure I have you at least open-minded to the idea of this possibility, in order to make sure you're on top of me, riding along for the entire journey, I need you to buckle up with me at the beginning, seatbelts together, so to speak, which means breaking format and starting with the most compelling evidence that Stevie Wonder can't see at the beginning. This will make you ask yourself in your head, how would Stevie Wonder, a blind man, know how and when to catch a falling microphone stand right in front of him? I put this video presentation together over the last 8 to 9 months, which poses this exact question. How did he know to grab this microphone? Nurse practitioner. Watch. Sir Paul, one of the forest beetles. It's Denzel Washington. How did he see it? How the hell did he see it? Sorry, that's not Denzel Washington. I had these put together. Okay, goes. Seize the mic. Catch the mic. Catch the mic. Forearm. Grab the mic. What was that? Executive producer. Now do I have your attention? I think so. In fact, I think I could end the show right now, having at least planted an enormous seed of doubt in your coconut. But why stop when I can press on and plant a bigger seed inside you? Why would he do it, you ask next, probably. If you think it's possible, why would Stevie Wonder fake being blind? To answer this, let's first turn to Stevie Wonder expert and Stevie Wonder historian, and a pretty close personal friend of mine, Professor Stephen Cool Cats Rogers. He has his theory. I'm going to dial him up on Skype right now. Have him in my left ear. Cool Cat, people want to know, Why would Stevie Wonder fake his own blindness? Cool cat?
Now, his former girlfriend, who lives in Africa, all right, Miss Mbappe, okay, she dated Stevie back in the 70s. She's a biracial bombshell, and she's got hazel eyes. She looks fine. I mean, she's a good-looking woman. She says, early in his career, he had a bout of blindness, all right? And he was telling a few lies about it, and people would start feeling a little sad for him. So back in those days, for blacks, they had to have a gimmick to really get the eye of white people, and to put them on shows like Ed Sullivan and whatever popular shows they had back there for white people. So black people had to go up and beyond, really be outstanding to get put on these shows. And I guess to stand out and get attention, he was forced to stick with the lie and live the rest of his life as a pretend blind man. Come on. Stevie. Say it ain't so, Stevie. She says, oh, come on. I can't believe he's gotten away with it for so long. Now, she lives in Africa. She don't know what's going on in America all the time.
I know, cool.
So she probably, okay, it was Stevie Wonder, I don't know. Okay. But she says she can't believe that we fools over here in America has fallen for this lie for all these years.
Okay, cool.
And she says, listen, Oprah bought him a car. Can you believe that? Paul McCartney bought him some safari binoculars. I mean, come on. They are having a laugh at your expense, she said.
Cool cat. Lost the feed to Cool Cat, but thank you, Cool Cat.
Now,
A laugh at our expense. He's having a laugh at our expense. Guess what? I don't think it's funny. I don't think you do either, or that you want to pay for it. You hear that Cool Cat said that Oprah bought him a car? Why would he need a car if he was blind? To drive it if he's not blind? And if he's not blind and he does drive a car like other people who drive cars who aren't blind either, you would have the same concerns of auto safety we all do. Which leads me to the next question. Why would a blind man have interest in drunk driving Why would a blind man have interest in drunk driving prevention? They wouldn't. Or would they? Nurse?
Nurse practitioner, doctor?
Nurse.
Let's go! I'm driving.
Don't drive drunk. No, 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 drive drunk. No, 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 drive drunk. Woo! Against strong drivers, man.
Come on, Mark. Let me drive. Mark, last time, give me the keys.
No way!
What kind of friend are you?
Look, give him the keys.
Suspect at minimal. But on Hi, I'm Dr. Rich, or am I? We like to give both sides of this story. So I had my reporters go interview a great friend of ours. I had my reporters go interview a great friend of Stevie Wonder's. His name is Otis Williams. And Otis confirms that Stevie is in fact blind. And to prove so, he illustrates it with an anecdote. You be the judge. Nurse?
Nurse practitioner, doctor. Nurse practitioner.
Thank you, nurse.
LAX, digging in the crates, got Otis Williams, original member from Temptations.
Yep.
I asked him about this conspiracy theory. Otis, did you ever meet Stevie Wonder?
Man, please. We grew up together.
Now they've always had hoax saying that Stevie's not actually blind.
There is a conspiracy.
There's conspiracy theory, hoaxes, everybody saying that Stevie can actually see. He said,
He's blind.
you've experienced a situation like, and he said Stevie would come to the studio and do this thing.
Stevie would have a knack of going through the studio, and he would grab the girl's breast. And they said, Stevie. He said, oh, I'm sorry, you know I can't see.
Squeezy Wonder. Squeezy Wonder.
Squeezy Wonder. Real funny. To that anecdote that he's alive, that he's not blind, convince you that he's not blind, that he's blind, convince you that he's not blind. He's using it as a ruse to squeeze sweater meat. He's laughing at, you're laughing at him, he's laughing at you. Copping feels left and left. It's not adding up with this guy. And the next thing you know, famed actor and Kangaroo Jack star Anthony Tony Anderson, finally is one of the few people, pardon my French, with the marbles to try to expose this fake blindness. Tony Anderson recently went on a popular late-night talk show to discuss Stevie, to expose Stevie. Man, was he met by silence. Silence that stung. I applaud you, Anthony, for doing this. And now we're going to share this clip with the rest of the world. This is how Anthony Anderson, star of stage and screen, found out Stevie Wonder vision does happen. Nurse?
Nurse practitioner, doctor.
Nurse. Nurse.
Speaking of kicking ass, I understand that you also challenged another great icon, not to a fight, but to a contest. And I want to make sure I have this right, because I'm going to give you an opportunity to dispel a rumor here.
Okay.
Did you challenge Stevie Wonder to a basketball game?
I did. Okay, see, okay, what y'all don't know.
You were going to dunk on Stevie?
What y'all don't know, Stevie can see. Stevie can see. It's just an act.
He can see?
Stevie can see. Stevie flew me to Tobago one time for a jazz festival that he was producing. Mm-hmm. And I'm on stage with Chris Tucker and Johnny Gill. Chris Tucker and I are Johnny Gill's background dancers. Stevie walks on stage, walks to me, looks me dead in my eye and says, "Anthony, get me to a piano." I was like, "Stevie, well, hell, if you just walked to me, you could have walked to the piano." Mm-hmm. He caught himself. He caught himself and had to play it off. And so I took him to the piano, and he played, 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 and he played,
and he played. And he played. Nurse, I need a humor break.
Nurse practitioner, doctor.
Now. Please.
Last bookstore, Kenneth speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Kenneth. This is Texture live from Australia. Yesterday, I was wondering if I could see if you guys had a book I was looking for my son.
Okay, what's the title?
I was looking for this book on Stevie Wonder.
Okay, so it's a biography of his?
I think so.
Do you know the title?
No, I'm not sure. It was the one. It's the one where his mother tells the story. It's the one where he tells the story about the violent book his mother gave him as a child.
Well, here's what I'll do. We have a music section, and for artists, it's by, subject. So I'm just looking to see what Stevie Wonder biographies I have. Just hold on, okay?
Wait. Oh, wait. Are you there?
Yes?
His mother gave him this book when he was a kid, and it was so violent. Do you know what book it was?
No, I have no idea.
It was a cheese grater.
So wait a minute. So I'm trying to say what?
It was a cheese grater.
Oh, ha ha ha.
Protect your pets. If Anthony Anderton knows, who else is in on this conspiracy? For that, let's get Cool Cat Johnson back on Skype to help answer that. Cool Cat, who else knows that Stevie Wonder can actually really see?
Remember Daryl Dawkins?
Yeah.
Nickname.
Yes.
Stevie Wonder was the one who nicknamed Chocolate Thunder. Thunder.
Oh my God. Daryl Dawkins knows. Stevie Wonder named Daryl Dawkins Chocolate Thunder. Is that pop? We sent our own Peter Manningham out in the street to find Mr. Dawkins to confirm this. It sounded so absurd. Because if true, this would truly be getting into the holy you-know-what T-zone. Our own reporter Peter Manningham caught up with Chocolate Thunder, a.k.a. Mr. Daryl Dawkins, yesterday. Nurse
practitioner, doctor.
Mr. Dawkins.
What's up, man?
Daryl, how you doing, bro?
TMZ.
Chocolate Thunder. Stevie Wonder gave you that name, right?
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Stevie got vision like no other person. I still believe Stevie can see, but he got vision. Give me the name Chocolate Thunder. If he can call me that, and he ain't never seen me, I can be it. 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 I can be it.
There you have it, friends. Cool Cat's story confirmed by Chocolate Thunder himself. Still not convinced. I didn't want to have to go into this. Last week, a plain brown box with no return address appeared on my front step. I should have assumed it was some sort of explosive, but I didn't. I opened it. Inside was a VHS tape. Unmarked. Popped it into my VCR. And at first I thought it was just some random footage of a popular sports show on ESPN called Around the Horn, where they discuss sports. But the more I watched it, the more I realized it was more than that. One of the panelists, while off the air, or so he thought, expounded on the Stevie can see theory. And I think the fact that he was off air and thought this was private means he wasn't putting on an act. This was real. And this truly made the hairs stand up on my back. I burnt this tape after I watched it, except for this copy. And I will only show it one time only. Nurse, please roll the ESPN tape.
Nurse practitioner.
Nurse. Just roll.
I didn't watch the Billboard Awards yesterday, but I'm told that Stevie Wonder came out with Alicia Keys, and they say Alicia Keys looked very nice. And the way you know she looked very nice is Stevie pulled down his glasses and gave her the up and down. Tim, Stevie also would like to be a photographer for TMZ. Did you see that? It just came out the other day.
So how does that work?
I don't know. I'm just
How
telling
does
you.
he know where to point the camera?
I'd say all I'm saying is this: that these aren't things that you want to do if you've never experienced the gift of sight. I mean, it's a very interesting set of things that he's come up with that he wants to do. He wanted to be on Dancing with the Stars. He wanted to do that. I mean, look, and people, they be throwing people around. Like, how do you know that ballroom dancing is something you would even want to do unless you've had a chance to appreciate the aesthetic? Otherwise, it's just exercise. You can go jazzercise if that's all it is, Stevie, but Stevie doesn't want to jazzercise. Stevie wants to ballroom dance with the stars, 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 stars.
Wow. And now it is time for my opening closing statement. And I think since Cool Cat Johnson was so prescient with his Stevie can see knowledge with Daryl Dawkins and the rest of his input, I think it's time to get him back on Skype to do my first ever Dr. Rich's Or is he? Guest opening closing statement. Since he clearly is the expert in this arena. Cool Cat? Please sum this all up.
Childhood idols. And now that I'm looking at it in a second, and I'm looking at it with clear eyes, like you have to look at everything. You're seeing maybe, and this is not to say the man is not a genius, and I love him.
Cool.
But damn, man, you gonna fake being a blind person just to get notoriety? That is some low down dirty shit to pull on us. But that's okay, Stevie. You know what I'm saying? I was wondering when they was having all this futuristic surgery for eye surgery, and we can make a blind person see. First person came to my mind was, hey, Stevie, why don't you got all this money? Why don't you go do this? Stevie never did. And I always wondered about that, but I just passed it through because I love Stevie Wonder.
Thank you, Cool Cat.
Now, this fool gets up on TV last night and says that if you don't believe in global warming, you're stupid or you're blind. Come on, Stevie. Every time. I mean, these people use disasters to promote political ideas.
Thank you, Cool Cat.
All right? Global warming is bullshit.
Okay.
All right? And
Cool Cat.
many scientists have come up and said it. And a lot
Cool
of them,
Cat, thank you,
have been
thank you,
turned up
Cool. That was
missing,
very interesting, Cool Cat. Very good. Well, that's my friend. He's got a lot of opinions on a lot of things. They're not always the reason I'm friends with him. But like him, as do we, I see also that the point was made through whatever Stevie can see or not. We all hear except for those of us who can't. But for those of us who can, does it matter? Is Stevie Wonder vision happen? Because his music is so beautiful, so moving, maybe, just maybe, that's all we need to know about the man, as he helps us get into the mood to dance or make whoop. Thanks for tuning into another episode of Hi, I'm Dr. Richard M.I. Tune in next week when we finally get to the bottom of